Okay, so after doing a video that said from now on I'm going to do the Saturday vlog and try and leave my vlogs to Saturday mornings, I then completely forgot to do the Saturday vlog. Not an awful lot to report this week, really, except that today I'm doing it in the bathroom because I've got good light in here. Why not? Watched my Bye Bye Horsey video back, and it's quite possibly the most depressing piece of film in the entire universe. But I was quite miserable at the fact that the horses now departed us. It's Bank Holiday Monday, so today is honorary Saturday in that I didn't do the Saturday vlog, so today we're doing a Bank Holiday weekend vlog, which is fine. I was offered to go ice skating yesterday, which I kind of wish I'd done, but the PCU on my computer broke, and I've been really disillusioned with making music lately because the music that I listen to, I've listened to for a long time, and I think I got into the rave scene when I was in my early 20s. I don't know, I might have not even been 20 yet, but I was going to raves in 95, 96 when Happy Hardcore was huge, and I'd go to an amazing place called the Manor in Matchams near Bournemouth, and it was just a dingy club, but it was built in like an old manor house, hence it's called the Manor. And they did a rave there every month called Destiny, and Destiny now still exists, but Destiny's now drum and bass rave, whereas it used to be drum and bass upstairs with hardcore downstairs, and then they had another room, they had a chill out room, which was really nice because you could sort of get away from it and the music wasn't too loud and just meet people and talk to people and stuff. They had a techno room where they play like slower beepy noise techno music instead of big vocals, happy piano stuff. And I loved it. I actually can't put into words how much I loved it. And I used to be really musically arrogant and just go, I love what I love and I'm not going to listen to anything else. And that was probably a big downfall on my part, but I think if you do really get into something like that massively, then I think you should really embrace what it is. And I don't think it matters what sort of music that you listen to, but being a music-y person, I think as long as you listen to something. It's like when Skywarp does his bow bow bow, the guitar stuff, and Bubs is really good because he thinks outside the box slightly more musically, because he does his noise music stuff. Go and watch one of his noise music videos, where he just plays a riff or takes a piece of music from another piece of music and then puts it through a control parameters box and then ups the resonance and the reverb and just changes the sound of it, and I'm really into that. And Skywarp did his little video where he had his pedal on the floor and could change the sound of his guitar, and stuff like that really interests me. I mean, I feel a bit of a cheat because I don't actually play anything. Everything I do is through a computer, which I think doesn't really take any kind of skill. Anyway, I got sent a track by a guy called Slick Tracks, and I liked it. I liked the vocal, and I liked the bass line that he used, and I just liked the flow of the record. It was really nice, and I said, can you send me the vocal and some of the bits, and I want to go myself. And I got properly into it for the first time in ages. I got completely immersed in it. So yeah, I spent a couple of hours just plinking tinkering around, and then Saturday morning, which is why I think I forgot the Saturday vlog, because I was as soon as I opened my eyes at like 8:30, I think the music was on and I was making again from about 9 o'clock. And then I went downstairs to make a cup of tea, came back upstairs. Luckily I'm well into saving every like couple of minutes so you don't lose anything, just in case anything daft happens. and the computer was turned off, and I remember thinking to myself, sure I didn't turn that off. What's going on there? So I started it back up, no trouble at all, didn't really think twice about it, until about 2 hours later when I was sat watching the qualifying for the Grand Prix this weekend, and the computer just went boom and turned off and wouldn't come back on for all the tea in China. And I kind of panicked a little bit because I'm saving for auto assembly, and I thought, oh shit, I can't afford to fix the computer. I thought no more YouTube videos, just, oh shit. So no more music. So that was pretty disappointing. But luckily I talked to my bro, who's quite clever at these sort of things, and he said, oh, your CPU's gone, or your PCU's gone. Yeah, your PCU. I don't know my PCU from my CPU from my YMCA. But he said, yeah, fine, not a problem. So I went to watch the Grand Prix around Mum and Dad's, where I went to pay for some petrol on the way up there, and although the bank says that I've got money in the account, the card never worked, which was slightly embarrassing, and then had to convince them not to call the police and let me go and get some money, which was just fantastic. And in the time I was there for the Grand Prix, what, 2.5 hours, I shifted a bag of sand for me old man, which wasn't any fun at all, and my brother just plonked a new power unit in there, which he had an old one of mine hanging around from an old PC box from when before I bought my new computer, bought like a nice one. And I think within sort of 45 minutes it was working again. So at that point, as much as I was being sociable, I just went, right, computer's working, home! And finished making the track. And it's not completely finished yet, but it's pretty much most of the way there. I have said to Carl Slick Tracks, who I got the idea from, that I'm going to do a video on how I've layered some of the sounds up to make, to show what I've used. But I'm going to, there's a computer if anyone knows the computer program that catches screen capture, so whatever I do on the computer records as a piece of video, please let me know the name of it, because I'd really like it, because that would make life an awful lot easier. And I can start doing some music, so I want to do some tuition videos and that sort of thing. You know, just expand, spread my wings a little bit video-wise. I've just recorded some little bits of audio. I'm just about to do my War of the Waves Transformers Universe video today, and I thought rather than just say stuff in a silly voice, I've actually recorded it and put like reverb and some delay and some effects over the top and compressed it down so it sounds nice, so I can go Transformers Universe and actually sort of not say anything for 30 seconds and then put the clip over the top. I did the bio like that as well, which is something I've never done before, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing how that turns out. I think it's going to be a bit more intricate and take a hell of a lot longer, and fingers crossed I'm going to enjoy it an awful lot more. So yeah, for the rest of the day I'm going to make a video, I'm going to have a bath, which is going to be nice, and while I'm in the bath I'm going to listen to Dave and Andy do the podcast, because I'm really into listening to the Moonbase 2 podcast at the moment. If you're a TF fan who watches this that isn't listening to the... if you haven't listened to the Moonbase 2 podcasts, go and listen to them. I'm not into the comics ones. The comics ones don't really do it for me, but that's probably because I don't really read any of the fiction because I'm a dyslexic dumbass. But lots of the other stuff they talk about is very interesting, and they go really into the characters, and they're just kind of nerds who know an awful lot about it now. It's just interesting. It just fills up a lunch break at work, especially if you put it on your phone or your iPod or whatever. It's just good to sit there and get into that for a while. I'm slowly getting over my depression from the horse leaving the scene. It's gone now. He got a load of crap from people and doesn't want to do it anymore. That's fair enough. You know, if you don't get out what you put in, then it doesn't seem an awful lot of point in doing it. So that's that. Today is the honorary Saturday vlog, even though it's on a bank holiday Monday. So I'm going to go and do more nerdy stuff on the computer and then upload it today, and then I imagine I'll put me vlog up first and I'll put me music thing up later. If you want a quick snippet of what the track that I've been working on sounds like, this is it. SMS number 1. Peace. Love. Let's go back to the rave days. Bring back the 90s. Bring back the good old days. Before I made records, so possibly not. Let's bring back just sort of 4 or 5 years ago, that'd be fine.